Hi there, my name's Dane Bergen, photography business growth consultant, and this is Growtography mini bites. This is just a little series I'm doing with information that will be helpful to grow your photography business. And today what I want to talk about is Google AdWords. Now, if you've tried that before, that may, send you searching for the close button or the pause button on this video, because a lot of people have tried Google AdWords and had bad results, really bad results. And there's a million different reasons for that. Maybe they had a bad landing page. Maybe they were bidding on bad keywords. Maybe they had a bad quality score. There's a million different reasons Google AdWords might not work for you. But it's really good. It does work. With the consulting clients I work with, we always do this thing where we start with a small campaign, something that's easy to manage, and something that's targeting their best possible prospects so that they have the best possible results. Now, what I want you to do for your AdWords campaign is just give it a go. If you haven't done it before, try it. It's really not hard. Once you learn a little bit more about it, you can grow the campaign. But if you start out small, like I'm going to explain in a minute, the chances of failure are low, and you have a very high chance of getting new clients for not a lot of money. Now, the thing with Google AdWords, unlike most other types of advertising, is that you have the ability to put your advertisement in front of people when they're searching for exactly what you have. Think about how cool that is. So anytime, let's say you're a real estate photographer, all right? So anytime someone types in, let's say you live in Melbourne, I live in Melbourne, or let's say you live in, more specifically, Newport area in Melbourne. Now that's on the west. So anytime someone types in the keyword real estate photographer in Newport, your ad could show to that person, and at that moment they're looking for exactly you. So all you have to do is create a compelling ad, something that's going to get them to actually click the ad so that they land on your website, on your landing page, which then has the job of convincing them that you are a good photographer and to get in touch with you. So I hope you can see just how cool that is, because other types of advertising are you just being like, hey, I'm a photographer, look at what I've got. Where this type of advertising is them, it's like them knocking on your door and saying, hey, I heard you do real estate photography, can I look at your portfolio? And then you saying, yeah, have a look. It's just a really good way of advertising. The reason you pay more per click on Google AdWords than things like Facebook is because those clicks are so targeted. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. Start with just a list of 5 keywords. Now, if you're a real estate photographer in Newport, you could use the keywords real estate photographer Newport, real estate photography, real estate photographer, house photography or architectural photography, things like this, selling home photography. There's a lot of different things, but it has to be the very most specific things that someone looking for you would type. You wouldn't want to put in a keyword just like photographer or best photographer or photography, because that could show your ad for anyone searching for photography. Like they're trying to learn photography, they could have typed in how to take better photos and your ad could show up. So you want it to just be those very specific keywords like real estate photographer, Newport. And that's going to narrow down the amount of impressions you get, your ad, which is each time your ad gets shown to someone, it's called an impression. So that's your keyword list. Start with 5, the most targeted 5 keywords. Next, what you're going to do is set a radius for how, who's going to see your ad. Now you want the radius will start where you live or where you work, your studio, and it will go out just a short way so that everyone who sees your ad lives very close to where you work. So you might do that as 3 kilometers or 5 kilometers or, not very far. The reason is that if they're very close to your area and they can see in your ad that you live right near them, they have a high chance of clicking on your ad and going to see what you offer. If you put a radius of 50 kilometers, even though you may travel 150 kilometers to go and do a job, if it's something like a wedding or, a high-end home, those aren't your most targeted prospects because they're probably looking at photographers from all over Melbourne or all over wherever you live. But within just a few kilometers, those are extremely targeted people. And if within 3 kilometers, they're typing real estate photographer Newport, that you are, very likely to get them to click your ad, have a look at your work and give you a call. Okay, so that's all I want you to do. I want you to also keep an eye on the actual search terms, it's called, when you go into your account and you start getting clicks, because it will show you exactly what keywords someone typed in before they clicked your ad. So it'll give you an idea of things to add to your negative keyword list. And those are keywords, when someone types them in, your ad should not show. So if you see that someone typed learn real estate photography, you would make a negative keyword of learn, because that's not someone looking for a real estate photographer. They're just wanting to learn. Okay. So I hope that all made sense. And I want you to give Google AdWords a try. If this video was helpful in this growtography series, go and leave a comment below. I really appreciate it. And if you're interested in consulting with me, then just get in touch.